In the Havamal and other Norse works of literature and poetry, beer and meat are often mentioned as being an integral part of Norse society. Hence, they were not just stopped drinking ale, ale and meat are just completed themselves. In the society, women were also a very significant factor like brewing the ale. Women were the just brewers and they were brewing for their men. They were brewing the ale before the war and after the war, which they won. Beer was also a perfect beverage to bring on long seaborne journeys, as the raiding warriors were prone to do. They were drinking beer also for the reasons of stopping for fresh water. When they drink the beer, ale or meat, they were not needed any stops and they were reaching the points faster. Additionally, beer, meat and ale contained much needed calories, making it more beneficial for energy. Therefore, when they drank it at the feasts, they were having fun for a while. If we talk about the feasts in their society, the feasts were fun. The ale is shown as a tool to have fun among the society. They feasted that evening till they thought it time to go to bed. They were organizing these feasts for their won at the war or the special days about their religion. All the time at the feasts they were all drinking and eating, also having fun at the same time. When the feast came to an end, Olaf gave lordly gifts to the men most held in honor before they went away. People were getting presents because of their honors, and drinking was the most honorable situation among the Viking society. The name Viking is thought to derive from Vikinger, a word for pirate in the early Scandinavian languages. It accurately describes the Norsemen who for 2 centuries raided the coasts of Britain and of northwest France. But in many places the Scandinavians also settled in the islands of the North Atlantic. In the British Isles, in Normandy, in Sicily, and in the very heart of Russia. They settled many places, as stated. Therefore, they have a huge cultural system for their foods and drinks. We know from written records that beer and meat were commonly drunk throughout Europe during the early medieval period and into the Viking Age. In the Viking Age, eating and drinking were very crucial for them, exactly at the feasts. At the time of the feasts, they were drinking so much ale and mead. Mead is the drink which brewed from honey and fruits. Also it replaced the ale in the Viking society. Mead was like beer. It has alcohol in it too. They were similar to each other, so in time it replaced with beer in the society.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Ragnar de Lothbrok.
What were you doing at the age of Vikings?
I was at the wars and we were fighting together with my friends. We were conquering another cities and we were feasting.
I see. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking ale, if you see.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like beer, but it's better than beer.
Laos Koit Greek!
I'm going to conquer Wessex.
Irish beer is ancient. It can trace back to no fewer than 5,000 years, back into the earliest days of the Irish agriculture, when the magical trilogy of fertile soil, soft rain, and gentle cool breezes made for a climate that could produce super barley. From the earliest times, ale was the common intoxicant and brewing was taking place throughout the Bronze and early Iron Ages in Ireland. Legend has it that Ireland's patron saint, Saint Patrick, even had his own brewer, a priest named Mescan, and Irish monasteries dominated the manufacture and supply of ale for centuries, which is why there is the ruin of an abbey within the grounds of the Smithwick Brewery in Kilkenny city. Monks, of course, were expert herbalists, so ale was flavored using herbs, particularly gentian, as hops were difficult to grow. Rather blithely, the monks would drink their beer during Lenten fasting and gave it the name liquid bread. Christianity was famously brought over from Britain to Ireland around the mid-5th century AD by Saint Patrick, the son of a Roman government official in Britain. In his Confessions, he himself recounts how, at the age of 16, he was first brought to Ireland by kidnappers whom he served as a shepherd. After some years, he escaped back to his home in Britain, but later returned to Ireland a bishop to spread Christianity among barbarous peoples, as he referred to the inhabitants. One of the barbarities of the Irish was certainly their beer drinking, and St. Patrick is said himself to have given advice to one of Ireland's most important beer-related saints, Bridget of Kildare. St. Bridget in many ways epitomized early Irish Christianity with its seamless amalgamation of the pagan Celtic drinking traditions and Christian virtues. It was recounted that when St. Bridget's wet nurse was ill, St. Bridget called for some beer to be brought. Since none could be found, Bridget miraculously turned water into beer, and when her wet nurse tasted it, she was cured. Many other Irish saints will be involved with beery miracles after Bridget, and indeed the Irish would have an important role to play in a great revival of beer in Europe, but of prime importance was the fact that the Roman Empire would fall to another ancient beer-drinking people that had also never much taken to wine, the Germans.
Beer is among the most popular and important part of the culture of Germany. The fact that its popularity is well known all throughout the world. And that's why there are more than 1,000 breweries all over Germany. The popularity of German beer is the outcome of strict process it undergoes before it's sold to the public. That is because many beer manufacturers in Germany are required to follow the purity law. That's called Reinheitsgebot. So, what's this German beer purity law? It's celebrating its 500th birthday and is the first German law governing food. Back then, beer was a staple in people's diets, a kind of liquid bread, and it was a woman who brewed the beer. A brewing vat was often part of a woman's dowry. Nuns and monks were allowed to drink beer, especially during periods of fasting. In that regulation of 1516, the Duke of Bavaria said, beer may only contain barley hops and water. He had a point. Some brewers added poisonous mushroom to the mix, or belladonna, which made some people sick. Yeast joined the party by accident. It seems when it blew over from nearby bakeries, it was eventually added to the official list of permitted ingredients.
Sir, we must create a law on beer regulation. We should restrict the breweries. These bandits will damage our people. Dies ist eine Demo.
Yes, Arnold. I heard the news. I will handle it as soon as possible. Forget these objects. Let's come drink with me, my friend. These are the bandits you just told me, Arnold, right? I have new implication. That's called Reinheitsgebot. You all must follow the orders of that implication, or I will take all of your heads. It's the new year, right? That's wunderbar.
On April 23rd of 1516 in Ingolstadt, the Bavarian Duke Wilhelm IV, along with his brother, Duke Ludwig X, issued a decree, now referred to as the Reinheitsgebot, which pertained to certain details of the beer production. Originally, Three objectives concerning health and safety constituted the core of the document. And still today, German breweries are required to brew according to the Purity law. That is only using the four natural ingredients of water, malt, hops and yeast.
Hello, what is your name? Excuse me, what is your name?
I am Muhammad.
Oh, okay, Mr. Mohammed. So, what were you doing in the time of ancient Egypt?
I'm a construction worker.
Oh, what were you building?
We were building pyramids. Our masters want that.
Oh, okay. And I saw that you were drinking this thing. What is it?
Guess what?
Is it water? Oh, is it a beer? And you are drinking now. Is it allowed?
No, it's not.
So why are you drinking?
We're not working right now.
Ah, I get it. So, Mr. Mohammed, what were you doing as a construction worker?
I was kind of slave. I was carrying stones.
Oh, wasn't these stones too big for you to carry?
Obviously, I was not carrying that alone. I have my friends, and so that we can carry them together.
Oh, I understand. So why are you drinking beer?
Because the weather is too hot in Egypt, and it makes me feel better because it's cold.
Oh, I get it. So is it giving you much power or?
Yeah,
Like
of
that?
course, it makes me more powerful.
So I get it, yes. Okay, Mr. Mohammed, thank you for the interviewing.